Love will always be one of the strongest emotions felt by humans. And love in its purest form can lead to various things, like a main character going all out and exposing his true powers when he has to save the one he loves. On this note, I welcome you to Anime Sensei, and I hope you'll love these anime that I'm about to recommend for your viewing pleasure. The true power in question might be a power that the protagonist has had for a while, but has refused to use due to its destructive capabilities, or the risk involved. It could also be a highly coveted power that will threaten his life if others see or hear of it. Anyways, none of these matter when love is involved, because as they say, love conquers all. 10. Triage X. In a deadly terrorist attack, Arashi Mikami barely makes it out alive by the skin of his teeth, losing his family and friend in the process. Determined to have revenge and pay back the villains of the world just a little bit for what they've done already, he joins the Black Label secret organization, hell-bent on the extermination of all the scum of the earth. Hunting them down like rodents trapped in a mouse maze seems fun enough, but also watching how badass Arashi can be is a treat as well. With eyes flaming up with determination and rage, Arashi is going to hunt every degenerate monster down until the last one of them. 9. Kinzen Robo Daimadaler. Being a typical harem comedy, Kinzen Robo Daimadaler follows Kuchi Mandabashi, who's an outspoken pervert. He does not care about what anyone thinks and has a crazed obsession with big cups. His obsession with them is so great that Kuchi has a tendency to produce extremely high levels of high Ero particles when he's in contact with, big bosoms. These Aero particles are an essential power source used to operate the mecha robots known as Daimadaler. Facing the invading Penguin Empire, the organization needs Kuchi's extraordinary power to face off against them and then somehow repel their forces to save the humans of their world. 8. Itsuka Tenma. This might just be the second most absurd immortality condition in this video. Here we have the normal, not so normal high school student Taito and his recurring dream about a vampire girl crying and calling out for him. One day on his way back home, he's run over by a truck. However, it wasn't Truck-kun the old faithful Isekai Express. On the contrary, it was a truck that will shred your body to pieces and tear you up. However, Taito, although decapitated and bones are in shambles, didn't die and was healed almost instantly. In his confusion, he carried his severed head in his hands and ran from the scene. In these moments, his blocked memories returned with the strength of a typhoon flooding in, and he remembered everything about him, and that girl as well as the nature and condition of his power that she granted him. His power is simply put, 7 lives that keep regenerating every 15 minutes. So in order to kill him, you have to kill him 7 times in the span of no less than 15 minutes. So yeah, good luck killing that jumpy bastard XD. 700. When a peculiar alien race, known as the Savages, attack the human race, the only technological power that is capable of sending them off or defeating them is known as the 100. The main character and a survivor of a savage attack is Hayato Kisaragi, a young boy who has the highest compatibility levels with the 100 technology. Because of this, he's invited and then enrolled into Little Garden, a place where he can master his skills. Little Garden is a prestigious military academy on board a battleship. The academy is enrolled with some of the world's most talented and intelligent students, alongside some of the most capable fighters as well. Not to mention, it's filled to the brim with a plethora of beautiful girls. Hayato's in for a treat, and you would be too if you checked this little harem anime out. 6. Seiken no Blacksmith. After being rescued from a street fight with a mercenary by the sacred blacksmith Ainsworth, after her sword was broken in the aftermath of the battle and the crazed swordsman was going in for the kill, he had to jump into the rescue, shatter the swordsman's blade, and rescue Cecily. After that fateful encounter, she decided to hone her skills as a swordsman herself, and the best way to do so was under the tutelage of Ainsworth. After a certain incident, she becomes his apprentice and student. With the addition of the enchanted wind blade to her arsenal, she becomes a force to be reckoned with and grows ever fond of her teacher. 5. Kaze no Stigma. It's just strange how families in anime can be whole universes apart from each other. We can have parents not giving a flying hoot at their kid wanting to travel the world alone while being only 9 years old. And on the other hand, some just disown their own child not being able to play with fire in the perfect way out there. Just what? Things just aren't the same at all for Kazuma, as much to his surprise. His return wouldn't turn out the way he expected it to go, since with all these murders making the whole place take on the brightest red there is, him being the prime suspect while having to aid the very people who banished him not long ago is a setting that we could only see in an anime, no? Well, let's see what the boy has to offer, since that Fujutsu sure looks cool as hell. 4. Kanojo ga flag wo ora ritara. Imaginary flag stands for a flag that showcases what a certain character will go through in a story. So if a character is about to die, they'll have a death flag above their head, and so on. The main protagonist, Sato Hatate, can see these flags and bring them down to prevent things from happening. Using this power, he has saved countless lives. However, after a traumatic event, he lets relationships, friendships, and family to the side and transfers to a different high school. After bringing down another death flag, his classmate Nanami notices his powers and promises to learn more about him by being by his side no matter what happens. This kickstarts Saota's journey of enlightenment, where he meets a ton of new people and creates bonds such as love and friendship, along with reconnecting with his family and his past. He also begins to learn deeper about his abilities, which is something you have to see to know it. 3. Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle. This is somewhat of a cliché story. The girl is caught up in a weird ritual with her power awakening as wings and her feathers dispersing into countless dimensional pockets, and with each feather, a piece of her memory. The priest of the kingdom urges the princess and her childhood friend Sayoran to visit the dimensional witch, saying that she has the power to allow them to jump through dimensions. When they reach her home, they find 2 others asking about the same thing, a swordsman by the name of Kuragane and a mage named Fai. She grants them the power to travel through dimensions, but at a cost. In order to give them that power, Sayoran has to forfeit all his memories of Sakura and his time with her, meaning that even if she regains her memories, he will still remain a total stranger to her. But this is more like a side quest. With each dimension they visit, adversity follows, and they have to help the people there, whether it is to kill demons or overthrow an evil ruler. This anime is all about the journey, not the goal behind it. 2. Eureka 7. The Thurston name is known everywhere and is famous due to the MC father being a national hero and acclaimed inventor. His son is already sick of all of it and sick of living in his shadow to the point he dislikes it when others find out he's a Thurston. Renton lives his whole life with his grandfather, studying and learning to become a mechanic. However, as he describes it, there are 14 years of boredom and nothing to do in this backwater city. His life takes a 180-degree turn, however, when the Nirvash of Eureka crash lands in his grandfather's garage. The second Renton laid his eyes on Eureka, he was love-struck and was prepared to do anything to protect her, to the point he helped her escape her pursuers and then joined the Gecko State mercenary group she works with as their youngest member and Eureka's co-pilot. 1. Mahoutsukai no Yome. Chise Hattori is a 15-year-old Japanese girl that has already lost all sense of freedom and free life. She even didn't mind being up in chains and sold off in an auction for £5 million. She later discovers that her buyer is a tall-looking gentleman with a strange skull-like face and named Elias Ainsworth, the Ancient Magus. After some teleportations, he introduces Chise to her new home in rural England, surrounded by magical beings and fairies. Her new life begins now, and with time, she learns to love and care for the man that freed her, is teaching her magic, and wants her to become his bride. This is a wholesome show with lots of emotions that won't fail in drawing a smile on your faces. And the animation and pure scenery of the show are outstanding as well, and I recommend this show to anyone that just wants a break from everything and hopes to enjoy his or her time. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!